Yo, what is up everybody, RexEncholada here, and today I have an OU battle, but this one is very long, so I don't want to delay or take up any more time, so we're just going to get straight on into it. Yay! Let's go. So, yeah, as you can see, I'm using a sand team, and this guy's using a sun team. So I decided to lead off with my Landorus, and predicting a toxic, I'm going to switch out to my Fortress. And since he brings out his Ninetales, I'm going to take this opportunity to go back into my Landorus, and I'm going to double switch out to my Hippowdon to get up the sand as he brings in his Chansey. And sorry this is lagging a little bit, but it gets better. So not wanting to predict again, I'm just going to stay in and take a toxic and take up this opportunity to set up my Stealth Rocks because I don't want his Ninetales coming in freely to keep setting up some. So here he brings in his Ninetales, and I'm just going to whirlwind it right back out. And here it goes out to his Pinsir, which is one of the second best things that it could have whirlwinded him out to because it takes 25% rocks damage. And here I'm going to go out to my Fortress, and he goes for an X Scissor. And since Pinsir's, well, pretty much I didn't need my Fortress for this battle unless I wanted to lead seed the Chansey, but it wasn't necessary because I have a lot of physical attackers. Well, I don't really have a lot of physical attackers, but I have Hippowdon that can deal with it. So I decided I don't need it. So here he is going to go for another close combat, and he's going to lower his defenses and all that stuff, and I'm just going to whirlwind him out, so now that Pinsir is no longer a problem. And so now I whirlwind him out to his Venusaur, and fearing like the Giga Drain or something, I'm just going to switch right back out into my Tentacruel, and he goes for the lead seed. So that's good that I got out of there, but he missed. So I actually hate that when you switch out and then someone misses. I hate that. It makes me feel like everything I was doing was in vain. So here he goes for a lead seed, and I have what's it called, Liquid Ooze, but it doesn't affect other poison types, so I'm just going to switch out and go to my Stoutland. And here he switches out and goes to his Gengar, which is, I don't know if he predicted that, but if he did, good prediction. But Stoutland carries Crunch, so I'm just going to crunch that Gengar, and he brings out his Ninetales, and it gets poisoned, so letting this Ninetales not take a lot of damage. Anyway, so I'm gonna switch out to my my Tentacruel, expecting his Venusaur to come in, and he's just gonna hit that with a Sleep Powder. I don't really care because I don't need this Tentacruel for anything because his team can't set up spikes. So yeah, I have nothing to use this for. So here I switch out to my Landorus. This is the one with the HP Ice. So he's going to go for Protect, I guess Scouting for like the Hidden Power Ice, Hidden Power Fire, I don't know, Scouting, getting Leech Seed damage, I don't know what he was doing, because he stays in and goes for a Sludge Bomb, but Landorus takes that easily, but then Venusaur takes its Hidden Power Ice easily too, so maybe I should start running HP Fire, but then, no, I guess, maybe, I don't know. So here he goes for Protect as I switch out into his, to my Tentacruel, excuse me, and I'm going to go to my Hippowdon, and he's just going to set up the safe Leech Seed, and I'm just going to immediately switch back out because I do not want to take a Giga Drain. Actually, no. Why would I stay in? That was weird. That was dumb. So anyway, I guess I'm just going to slack off and get some more health back. I don't know why I stayed in. I must have had my prediction pants on. So here he goes for a Sludge Bomb, and I'm just going to whirlwind him out, and I whirlwind him out into his Ninetales. This is good because with poison plus rocks, that puts him in a position where next time he comes in, he's going to die that turn because of poison. So I go out to my Rotom, expecting to take like a Solar Beam, and I know my Rotom can take it, and it takes it pretty well. Like, Rotom is a beast, taking Solar Beams pretty well. But anyway, he goes out to his Chansey, and here I try to Volt Switch out, and I do get the Volt Switch off, and I go out to my Hippowdon to get the sand back up, and here his Chansey is going to set up a Wish, and I'm going to slack off knowing it's going to want to wish back its Ninetales, or wish back his Ninetales, and so he goes for the Seismic Toss, and I end up whirlwinding him out into his Venusaur, which is good because it's not his Ninetales, so he doesn't get the wish, so his Venusaur gets the wish instead, and I'm okay with that because Venusaur was at full health when he came in anyway, so there's nothing really happened. So I go out to my Stoutland, and I'm going to go for the Fire Fang. This is Choice Banded, and it only does 42%. Venusaur is a bulky poke. Like, don't underestimate its bulk. So it rhymed. That rhymed. So I'm gonna go for another Fire Fang. Leave it at 17%, just narrowly missing out on the KO. And after Sand, he's back at 17%. So he's gonna go for the Protect, and I'm gonna go for a Fire Fang and miss, which 95% accuracy, and I missed it. So now after that, his Venusaur is back at pretty much half health. And I'm going to switch out as he goes for a double protect, trying to get greedy. But I'm just going to go out to my Rotom, and he's going to go into his Chansey to take anything that I want to give it, and I'm going to burn it, and I'm going to hit the Will-O-Wisp, which is much appreciated, even though it has Natural Cure. That's 13% that it's going to take this turn. So here I Volt Switch out, and I go out to my Tentacruel, expecting like the Toxic, but instead it just goes for a Wish, and he dies to Sandstorm, so I don't have to worry about that Chansey Wisp passing anymore. And this guy lives with 1% after rocks and all that stuff. And then here he's gonna catch his Chansey's Wish and get all the way back up to full. So all that whirlwinding I was doing was for absolutely no reason. So he's gonna go for another Solar Beam. This time he gets a crit, and I wake up, so you know that's kind of good. So I just go for a Skull. That actually does a decent amount, cause that's in Sun too, and 20%. That is a decent amount. But after this, I see that it's not especially defensive, and he just burns me. And I'm just gonna go for the knockoff to knock off his leftovers, just to her leftovers. That Ninetales is a girl. Knock off her leftovers, and just take another Solar Beam. And after knocking off her leftovers, I know that she doesn't have any recovery with Chansey being gone, so she can't Wish Pass, and leftovers being gone. So her next switch in, she dies, or if she stays in, she dies. So I stay in knowing I can take one more Solar Beam, but I get critted. But his Ninetales also died, but now I'm down a valuable poke. So he sends in his Pinsir probably just to get switch priority, and goes out to his Cloyster. Now I know the Cloyster is going to Shell Smash, and whether or not it's White Herb, I don't know. But I do know this, I'm going to click Whirlwind, I'm going to get that thing out of here. And yeah, he just took 25% damage to set up. So that's always lovely. So now it goes out to her Venusaur, his Venusaur, this person's Venusaur, sets up a Leech Seed, but I'm just going to Whirlwind it out to Cloyster, trying to get more damage on it. And I pretty much don't need this Hippowdon anymore because it's at a huge disadvantage to the remaining two pokes, which are Water and Grass. So yeah, now it's going to go for the Icicle Spear, and I just realized I think all of her pokes are female. I mean, I could be wrong, I don't know. But I go out to Rotom to take the Icicle Spear or Ice Shard. I take it very well. And I'm just going to Volt Switch out of there after another Icicle Spear. Man, she is persistent. But I'm going to Volt Switch out of there. Barely living the Icicle Spear. Okay, I Will-O-Wisp, and I miss. That was dumb. Fast Breath, you should have Volt Switched. So, another Icicle Spear is going to kill me off. And gets a crit just to rub it in my face. Just to rub it in my face. So, here, I'm going to bring in my Stoutland. And I'm going to go for the return, easily KOing the Cloyster. And bring out the Venusaur at 13%. That's going to be easy KO range. So yeah, that was that battle. 44 turns. And yeah, I'm sorry this was a little long one. Or you're welcome for it being long. Because I don't know what you prefer. So I guess I can be in the comment for today. Tell me, do you prefer longer battles or shorter battles? And yeah, that's it. And remember, you're a rose in a field of daisies. Also, like if you like, comment, and subscribe if you're new. Deuces.